Door County's brewing heritage most likely started in the cellars and outbuildings of the area's first settlers, with Belgian homesteaders bringing beer culture from their homeland and fruit growers continuing the American colonial tradition of hard cider. But perhaps one of Door County's most amazing connections to brewing may have been one of its most mysterious residents. Robert Doc Wahl was considered one of the world's experts in fermentology when he quietly moved to a small farmhouse south of Fish Creek in the year 1919. His Institute of Fermentology in Chicago had just been shuttered as Prohibition became law across the land.
So it seemed that this was a perfect retreat for him up here, where he could still hone his craft and hide out at the same time. He was anything but a farmer supplementing his income. He was a PhD chemist schooled in Germany, who by 1921 had become one of the foremost leading authorities on brewing in the world.
Fermentation, a lot of what we know scientifically came from Doc Wahl. What you're seeing now in craft beer, what you're seeing in American beer production was really largely based on his work.
Doc Wahl returned to Chicago in 1930 when Prohibition ended, but it wasn't until the late 1990s when the craft beer and cider movement brought fermentation back to the county.
I think it's cool to live in such a place that's so special to so many people, and then to come in every day and get to physically make something that we have our hands on and that people from all over can experience.
To me, it's about making something, taking something from nature and adding value to that and presenting it to them, saying, "Hey, see what I made for you." It's like cooking a meal for somebody. I take pride in that, but I really enjoy it.
I ventured into locally harvested ingredients. We do a spruce tip ale. We use local honey in some of our brews as well. So anything we can apply from Door County to help that experience retain its local flavor is what we're trying to go for.
I think the rise of craft products, a rural area like Door County, benefits from that is because there is so much to work from here. There's a bountiful harvest that's right here in Door County. But I think people, the more digitized we become, I think people really do like this sort of idea of returning to things that are made in a really basic and simple way.
We do the Egg Harbor Ale Fest up here. There's a Bailey's Harbor Brew Fest, and they're largely Wisconsin, Door County breweries. And again, it's just part of the experience of being here on location. I think that's a great way to absorb local beer culture.
I think 5 or 10 years ago, people came up here and did wine tours. And now with distilleries, breweries, a cider house, people are making a tour of all sorts of beverages. But now you can go from brewery to distillery to winery to cider house.
And I think some people, some travelers, anywhere they go, that may be top of their list is to try the local beer as much as you would try the local food or anything else.
We know for a fact that people come to Door County now because the brewery's here. They want to taste the beer and they want to feel our methods and our personalities and the connection to the brewery. They want to feel connected to that as well as connected to Door County. And that's brought a lot of people up here that didn't come up here in the past.
I hear that from people all the time. They buy a 6-pack off the shelf, and there's almost a visceral memory of their vacation because it's locally produced. And so it has an association with a place and a time and experience.